everyone, welcome back to Needle Workshop. My name is Emily and I'm back today with another tutorial for our brand new pattern inspired by Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. This pattern is available online for download along with the fully written tutorial. The pattern will be linked in the description box below. The written tutorial also includes tons of info such as how to properly measure yourself, how to print the pattern along with some material suggestions and the tools used in this video tutorial. As always, we worked really hard on this, so please make sure to check it out. My teleprompter has a smiley face, so before we get started, I'd like to let you all know that we already have a video out that covers all of the materials we've used in this video, along with some extra fabric suggestions. As always, I suggest making a quick mock-up just to make sure that the fit is right for you. In this case, you don't even need to make the whole skirt. Just make half the pleats and you can still test the fit of the waistband along with the length of the skirt with only half of the pleats. Also keep in mind that all our seam allowances are 1 centimeter from the edge, so unless specified otherwise, you sew 1 centimeter from the edge. And without any further ado, let's get started. We're first going to start with the front panel skirt, which is the largest one of the bunch. Before proceeding to attach the back panel skirts at the side seams, I'm going to make sure that my panel is facing right side up by checking it matches properly with the pattern piece facing right side up. To properly match up the back panel skirt, make sure your notches at the side seams match up. The notches at the left side, right side, and center back are all in fact different. I'm going to proceed to overlock all my sides individually before sewing the skirts together at the side seams and then ironing the seam allowance open. Now we start the task of pleating our skirts. I'm taking you guys to my ironing board for this step. I'm going to be using my pattern as a reference throughout the whole process to make sure that I'm sending all my pleats in the right direction. I realized at this point that I forgot to overlock my center back seams, so I'm going to go off camera to do that, and I'll be right back. Once I've done that, I'm going to iron in my center back seam by 1 centimeter to help align everything properly afterwards. To properly form my pleats, I need to follow the directions indicated on the pattern for each pleat. Follow those directions using your notches in your skirt to align everything properly. Use your iron to make sure to flatten out each pleat properly. Once you have a pleat properly made, pin it in place for now. For my last pleat, I marked out my 1 centimeter seam allowance and made sure to align my pleat to it. Once all your pleats are done, proceed to stitch them in place 5 millimeters from the edge with the exception of the 2 outer pleats. Those will just keep pinned in place for now. This is to ease the process of installing the zipper later. And here's what it looks like so far. Now take out your fully interfaced waistband and overlock the edge that does not have the notches for the belt loops. Also make sure you fold it along the longest length, wrong side to wrong side, and ironed in a fold. You'll proceed to position all your belt loops along the edge without overlock as indicated by the notches. Place them in between their designated notches. Also make sure that you place them wrong side of the belt loop to right side of your waistband. For more info on how to make belt loops, please check out our link to knit tutorial. Stitch all the belt loops in place 5 millimeters from the edge. You'll also want to stitch them down at the other end of your belt loops 2 millimeters under the fold. This time you will fold it in by 1 centimeter before doing so. Bring back out your skirt piece. Now it's at this point that I realized that one of my pleats was wrong. I went ahead and fixed it, but I'm still unsure of whether the error was on my end or with the pattern. Either way, I can assure you that we've looked into this and that the error has been fully corrected. I'm gonna go ahead and fold the ends of my waistband right side to right side and sew the left side from the notch all the way down the side seam and the right side along the side seam only. I'm also gonna cut off all excess seam allowance at the corner of the left side before turning it inside out. I also went ahead and inserted my invisible zipper. For more info on that, please check out the video on the subject matter. Align the right side of your skirt to the right side of your waistband. Pin in place between the far right and the notch at the left side and sew in place. Take the seam allowance of the skirt and waistband and iron it up towards the waistband. Fold the overlocked edge over the waistband and stitch in place with a stitch in the ditch. Make sure not to catch your belt loops in your stitch. You can use a zipper foot to help with that. Lastly, install your hook and eye along with your snap as indicated on the pattern. You'll also need to finish your hem by folding it in twice by 1 centimeter and top stitching it in place. You'll need to rework your pleats in with the iron after doing this. And with that, you are done. Alright everyone, hope this video tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below. If you like this kind of content, then please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of all our upcoming cosplay tutorials. If you'd like to know more about our upcoming projects, feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you ever use any of our patterns or tutorials, please give us a shout out. We love to see and share your work. So yeah, until next time, good luck with your projects, guys. Bye bye.